The kipping ring muscle up is broken down into 7 parts. There's the jump to the rings, the extension of the legs to create the first forward swing, the back swing, the forward swing, the drive that gives you the height to make the transition itself, and then the dip. These 7 parts need to be worked on individually to get your body into the right movement pattern so you can do this successfully and consistently. The goal is to make this first kipping ring muscle up as accurate as possible. The subsequent reps that you're going to produce are going to drop and follow in suit to the same sort of organization that the first one started with. The 7 parts are the ring grab, where you jump to the rings. From there, the feet will be behind and you draw them up and out for a nice smooth transition to the cast. From the jump and cast, we can call those 2 parts the ring mount, and then we're going to go into the back swing. The back swing should cause the body to travel backward beneath the rig. This is especially helpful on rings on short straps. It's still great if you are working with long straps, but is not as important as feeling it on the short straps. Next is the forward swing. The way that we're trying to create speed for this ring muscle up is from no swing, because we're standing on the floor, a small cast to send our feet out, a medium powered backswing, and then a lot of power into the forward swing. Really what we're trying to do is to use this backswing to produce a ton of power to go forward. It's that swing of your legs and the momentum it creates going forward that you pull through your body into your shoulders to send your shoulders up and over. That means that the forward swing needs to produce a ton of power. Especially if this is your first ring muscle up, this is where people fail most often, but this is also where you can make the most advantageous gains by focusing your attention on how much power you're producing. Now you can see that my body is naturally getting height, but what do we do with that height? We need to transfer the energy from our legs through our body, and so we are going to swing our feet forward really fast into that forward swing, but then we want to snap them backward. This is very tricky to teach your brain and body how to utilize this power and to move it to the other side, and that's what these programs are for. Once you snap your legs back, the power is going to go through the shoulders, and so that is the snap. And then the transition is connected to that snap, and it's going to require you to hinge in the hips to kind of V up or curl your upper body over the top. We're kind of using our legs as if it's a tail, like a fish swimming up a stream. So we swing forward, we snap back, and then we're going to snap forward again, and that's going to help swim us up and over the rings, and then we can finish in the catch position. Mind you, when you learn your first ring muscle up, the likelihood of you catching high is very, very slim. What we want to do is always practice for the worst case scenario by attempting to catch low and quickly. That's going to mean that if you only have the minimal amount of power to get up there, that you can still get up and over the top and finish your dip. You can see I catch low, and I'm doing this on purpose. If you practice catching low, then when you do get an excess amount of power and you go extra high, you just don't need to catch as low. But this is always the best way to practice because worst case scenario will happen eventually. And finally, we just have the dip. We don't cover too much of this in the Kipping Ring Muscle Up program because a dip can be worked on the side. I also have a Kipping Ring Dip program. If you're interested how to kip your Kipping Ring dips, then you can follow that program and utilize that to make all the rest of the effort of the Kipping Ring Muscle Up even easier. Once you have learned your first Kipping Ring Muscle Up, congratulations, and now it's time to connect them. When you connect them, you don't want to drop behind the rings. That means that if I'm finishing my muscle up facing this direction, I don't want to drop while my body is back behind the rig. Without thinking of all the details of why dropping in the back is a poor choice, we just want to remember that we're trying to mimic that first Kipping Ring Muscle Up. That means that when we drop down, we want our hips slightly in front of the rig when our feet are dropping down, going into the backswing. That is what happens here during the ring mount. And that's what we want to do on the reps that drop from the top. You don't want to do this. The 6-week intensive Kipping Ring Muscle Up program is designed to give you the fast track to getting your first Kipping Ring Muscle Up and beyond. If you have any questions, always reach out. Just drop me a DM if this is on Instagram, send me an email, or just drop a note if you're watching this on YouTube, and I'll pick that up in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and good luck with your Kipping Ring Muscle Up program.